My name is Michelle Anglosano, and I am the co-author of Methylation Madness, Insight into the Biochemical and Personal Lives of Hypermethylators. I wrote this book with my co-author and orthomolecular biochemical nutritionist, Dr. Terence Doolin. Dr. Doolin has been treating me since I was 24, and I will be turning 52 in a few weeks. I initially went to Dr. Doolin at 24 for chronic anxiety and panic. He then treated me for hormonal issues while I was trying to get pregnant with my beautiful daughter, Olivia. And then he treated me for numerous other daily functioning issues, as well as acute liver failure from toxicity to a medication. Dr. Doolin is a phenomenal doctor. So when he asked me to write this book with him, I was completely honored. This is the above part of our book. As you can see, there is a tremendous amount of chemistry above what we decided to put on the cover, which are my eyes. My beautiful friend, Carol Rasuti Gomes, is an artist, and she was asked to draw this cover. The cover is my eyes, and through the center point of my eyes, my third eye chakra, is the chemistry that comes out of my mind. We decided to make my eyes a little bit greener to show the sulfur in my body. My eyes are brown, but they do have quite a bit of hazel in them, and that is due to the sulfur in my body. I decided I was going to start reading some excerpts from the book just to give you a little bit of a taste of my life, to get to know who I am and how I live such a wonderful, beautiful, and healthy life, though I have these two gene malfunctions. So the first part of what I'll be doing is reading just a little excerpt from my chapter of my book. This book is kind of a book within a book within a book. It has the life stories of other hypermethylators, which is what I am called. It's also a conversation between Dr. Doolin and I, as well as a, let's call it, a medical digest for dummies, as the other books that are published are called books for dummies. We decided to write this book for the sole purpose of really helping people who have the MTHFR, COMT gene malfunctions, and who are hypermethylators. It's a phenomenal and not so well known issue of hypermethylation. So let me start with just giving you a little bit of a snippet of my chapter. Chapter 3, Conversation 2, Michelle's Story. It has now been an extensive 25 years since I conquered the war within myself. I came across an old paper I had to write for an assignment in a graduate class I took while completing my bachelor's degree. The teacher of this particular course instructed the class to write about something personal with which would leave the reader wanting more. I decided upon to write about my two nemeses, though also my comfort as well, anxiety and panic. I reread the entire text I had written recently and decided to see what I could do with it. I believed combining the new me with the old me would be an interesting flair. With that, I started adding in my most favorite weapons from my arsenal, as you will read what many of them were. But the weapon of choice over the past 20+ years and forever will be biochemistry. Biochemistry has been my lifesaver, if you will. Presently, I know that my anxiety and panic were only symptoms of a methylation issue. Having read through the infamous college paper in its entirety, I found myself consistently pondering how my entire being has changed inside and out. When I wrote that particular discourse, I was a woman who was helpless, dependent, insecure, and fearful of everyone and everything around me. I was, as the saying goes, a shell of a person. I was a woman who was always gazing at herself from the outside in. I literally endured years of witnessing my life and myself as if my eyes were the eyes of someone else examining me. I was, in essence, the ominous eyes of Dr. T.J. Eckelberg looking down upon the Valley of Ashes, as described in my favorite novel in the world, The Great Gatsby. I was the sign with the eyes judging everyone who passed below it in the pathetic valley. Paradoxically, I was both Dr. T.J. Eckelberg and the Valley of Ashes. If you've never read the book, I was the person looking at my own self with criticism and judgment. Anxiety and panic mess with both the body and mind. The mind gets so confused that sufferers of it basically see themselves as if they are the person whom they are talking to. It is like kind of having another personality. Coincidentally, that is one of the issues my anxiety produced, a fear that I had DID or MPD, and I will delve into those fears of illnesses I have had later in the book. So for now, that's just a little bit of a taste of who I am and who I was. Thanks for joining. Hope to see you the next time.